you about God, man. Give me a damn break. You understand? God has chosen you to be a special people, man. You are different from all the other nations, man.
It's about war, bro. It's about war, bro. It's about war, right? These guys are bringing the war, bro.
You understand? We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? We teach the truth about the Bible, man. You understand? And this is why we're here, man. You understand? You see what's going on. You understand? You see what's going on. People are going crazy, you understand, over what we're saying. You understand? Why? Because we tell the truth, man. You understand? Meanwhile, Islam is garbage.
Don't let
the
them
Christian
take you
church
out
is
your
garbage.
spirit.
They
Gotta
all
stay
teach
focused.
lies, man.
Can't go
You
back
understand?
living how it was, cause it's repulsive. I don't ask for much, that's all I ever wanted. And not killing, die behind it, you can quote me. Yeah, these hoes for the streets, they ain't holy. I ain't pulling up the spiritual when devils kiss your boots. We ain't no cowards, please don't say what you gon' do. Or post something on the internet you think you gotta prove. Cause
they'll give you grants, they'll get you in the trades, they'll get you an apartment, they'll set you up. The banks will help you out, but when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans go to the bank, there is no help for you. There is no peace for you. There is no peace in this place. Why? Because this place isn't your rest. This place is not your rest. This place is hell for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? Look at the 11 people that were just stabbed over in Saskatchewan. Think about all those women, all those men who lost children in that stabbing. All those people who lost family in that stabbing. Why? Because the reservations, the ghettos, and the barrios is hell for us. This is not our peace. This is not our rest. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And understand that the Most High doesn't want you to be joined together with these people. Christ only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's in the Bible. You understand? Christ only loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He only came for his people, the nation of Israel. He came to give you peace. He came to give you rest. Not to live under the Romans, not to live under the Greeks, not to live under your oppressor, but to give you something glorious, to give you something beautiful. Right? This place is not your rest. This place is hell for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is the place that you go to die. This is where you have to worry about your child making it past 18. Think of the two kids over in Brampton who were killed in the park, who were killed by those police. Think about that woman over in Saskatchewan whose mother called the police for some help. And ended up shot in the head by a police officer. This place is hell for us, man.
Right.
Read.
The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption?
And what your Christian pastor won't tell you is that this Bible is for us. You understand? These promises for us. That land flowing with milk and honey, that is for us. That's not for every other nation of people. We got to separate ourselves from the philosophies of this place. Understand? The Bible says the wisdom of this world is foolishness to God. The way these people live is foolishness to God. These people tell you to go slave 50 hours a week so that you can retire at the age of 65.
Right.
Think of how many people in construction are told, here, join this union. Come get this good pension. Make $40 an hour. Why? So that you can die of some lung disease at the age of 45.
Right.
So you can die at the age of 50 because you can barely breathe. You understand? The wisdom of this world is foolishness to God.
Read from top again. The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption?
And this is good news for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is good news that there's something for you. There's something that the Most High wants for you. Read.
And the glory.
And the glory. You understand? This glory, the adoption. This is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
And the covenant. And the giving of the law. And the service of God. And the promises.
You understand? This is for you, black man, Hispanic, and Native American man. This Bible is for you. This is not for the Caucasian man. The Most High wants you to separate from these other nations.
Right.
And claim what was promised to the children of Abraham. What was promised to the seed of Abraham. He's just waiting for you to obey him. He's waiting for you to start honoring your mother and your father. He's waiting for you to stop stealing, to stop murdering, to stop living like these other people.
Right.
We got to stop living like these other people. And that's how we find our strength. We separate ourselves and segregate ourselves from these other people. That's when we find our strength. You see what happened coming out of slavery. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, blacks built Black Wall Street in just a couple of years. When we didn't join ourselves with these other nations, we built up Black Wall Street. We built up HBCUs. We had something for ourselves.
Right.
We had something to give to our kids. When we separated ourselves from these other nations,
Right.
the worst thing that happened to us were people and philosophies like Martin Luther King taught us, to join hand in hand with our oppressor.
Right.
When your pastor tells you to forgive these other nations and join with them, come to Canada, hold hand in hand, be multicultural, eat the food they eat, live like they live. When you do that, you destroy your people. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
And Christ told his disciples, don't go into the way of the Gentiles. This is Christ's words. Christ understood that segregation was good for us. Christ understood that not acting like these other nations was good for us. And this is what he told his disciples.
From the top. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying,
and commanded them, he ordered them. He orders his disciples to do something. Read.
go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Don't go into the way of the Gentiles. Don't go to these other nations. Don't give them your wisdom. Don't cast your pearls to swine. You understand? Don't go into the way of the Gentiles. Read.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Or go rather to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Give them life. Give the people who are sick medicine. Give the people who need something to come out of the condition they're in. Give them life. Give them the wisdom of the Bible. Give them the truth of the Bible so that they can better their life. And with that, I'm Priest and Officer 500 Shar Yuan under Commanding General YAHANNA, and we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.